Namaste to all. A Muslim brother sent me a comment saying that there is no proof anywhere in the Vedas that God reveals the knowledge of Vedas in Samadhi. God can reveal the knowledge to any person at his own will. So God need not reveal the knowledge only in Samadhi. This is what his point. And he is very sure that there is no proof anywhere in the Vedas. So I would like to clarify or explain one Veda mantra from Atharvaveda, 4th Kanda, 30th Sukta, 3rd mantra, which is beautifully explained by my Acharya always, and also in the website vedamandir.com my Acharya has explained this mantra. The mantra is like this: Om aham eva swayam idam vadami jushtam devanam utamanushanaam yam kamaye tam ta mugram krinomi tam brahmanam tam rishim tam sumedham. First of all, we have to understand the meaning of the pious word rishi. Tam rishim, the word rishi comes in this mantra. Rishi meaning is mantra drishta iti rishihi. Very well clarified in Nirukta. Nirukta is one of the book written by Acharya Yaska Muni, where he has explained the complicated meanings of Vedas for us to easily refer. So the meaning of Rishi is mantra drishta, one who has seen the Ved mantra. Drishta means seen, seeing. One who has seen the Ved mantras in Samadhi is called as Rishi. One who has seen means one who has realized. Samadhi is attained when the eyes are closed. So when somebody realizes the Ved mantra in Samadhi, he is called as Rishi. So the mantra says Tam Rishim. Tam means God says, God is indicating towards a person. What person is that we will understand when we understand the meaning of this mantra. And before that we have to understand Rig Veda Mandal 10 Sukta 181 mantra number 1 and 2, which clearly states that God gives the knowledge of 4 Vedas inside the heart of 4 rishis at the beginning of creation. And those 4 rishis are Agni, Vayu, Angira, Aditya. So God is giving the knowledge of Vedas, and traditionally the Vedas knowledge are obtained by human beings, normal human beings. So this mantra states, in this mantra, Atharvaveda, this mantra states, Aham eva swayam idam vadami. I myself, Aham means I. Hey human beings, I myself stating you, I am Almighty God, I am stating you, Devanam Jushtam Manushanam. Devanam Jushtam means the eternal knowledge of Vedas emanates from me. I am Almighty God. I am myself stating to you, Devanam Jushtam, the knowledge of Vedas emanates from me. And the same is attained by the rishis and traditionally passed on to every human being. The mantra has the word Manushanam. Manushanam means the normal human beings are attaining the knowledge of Vedas from Rishi Munis, traditionally in Gurukul system. So even today also, when you go to Gurukul, when you go to an Acharya who is a Rishi, who has realized Vedas in Samadhi, you will traditionally understand the Veda mantras from the Rishis. And Vedas are not books. Vedas are alive power of Almighty God, alive knowledge of Almighty God, which emanates from the person who has realized Samadhi, who has realized Almighty God in Samadhi, who has realized Vedas in Samadhi. So the mantra further states, these Manushanam, these people, when they listen Vedas from Rishi Munis, they try to start adopting Vedas in their life. They try to do everyday Ashtanga Yoga practice, everyday Agnihotra, everyday Nam Jap, everyday Acharya Seva, everyday Yajna. And then God says, when they do this kind of practice, I like them. That's why God says, Tam Tam Ugram Krinomi. Because I like them, because they follow the Vedas, I like them. And Tam Tam Ugram Krinomi, I make them glorious and glamorous. So when we see people who are doing intense Ashtanga Yoga Tapasya and Veda Adhyan, you can see they are glorious and glamorous. God is giving assurance in this mantra, Tam Tam Ugram Krinomi, and Tam Brahmanam. God says that I make those people as Brahman. Brahman is not a person taking birth as a child from a Brahman father. No, there is no caste system in Vedas. Brahman means is obtained after intense tapasya, after intense Ashtanga Yoga tapasya and intense Veda Adhyayan, God makes that person as Brahman. Brahman means philosopher of Vedas. And further God says, not only he will become philosopher of Vedas, Tam Rishim, he will also realize the Ved mantras in Samadhi. Rishi definition I explained to you in the start of this video. So, Tam Rishim, I make them Rishi, and Tam Sumedam, I give them divine intellect, I give them supreme intellect. So, this is what Almighty God is saying in this mantra. So, this mantra is a proof that God gives the knowledge of Vedas in Samadhi, and in Samadhi somebody attains the title of Rishi, Muni or Tapasvi or Yogi, etc. etc. Number 2. God says in Yajurveda 40/8, Yata tat yato arthan vayadada chashvati bhyah samabhyah. That is, from time, eternity, whenever God creates the universe, God gives the knowledge of Arthan, the Vedas knowledge. So God only gives one time and God only gives one knowledge, that is Vedas knowledge. God does not do revisions of his knowledge. That Muslim brother also commented to me, the reason why Bible came and Quran came is Vedas got corrupted. People are unable to understand Vedas. So God says, God sent Bible. Then Bible got corrupted. So God sent Quran. And God made Quran in such a way that it cannot be corrupted. When God is giving the knowledge of Vedas and God is telling this knowledge is emanating in Samadhi, when you have a knowledge which is emanating, when you realize Almighty God, how it can get corrupted? Because it is not at all a book. Who can corrupt it? Okay, after it has been printed as a book, somebody can corrupt it. But the knowledge of Vedas is not in the book, it is inside the heart of a Rishi who has attained Samadhi. So even today also, when we go to a Rishi who has attained Samadhi, we will understand the knowledge of Vedas as it is realized by him in Samadhi or realized by her in Samadhi. So Vedas cannot be printed in textbooks. Whatever is printed in textbook is not Vedas, it is Samhita. Samhita are printed Vedas, which is a dead matter. Textbook is non-alive matter, whereas Vedas are alive matter like Almighty God. Almighty God is Chetan Brahma. Similarly, Vedas are also Chetan Brahma. So God does not do revision of his knowledge. He gives the knowledge of Vedas, and that knowledge of Vedas is unchangeable and eternal. Okay, it is we who has left the knowledge of Vedas today. Many people argue to me that the whole world, nobody speaks Vedas. So what is the use of Vedas? It is, nobody is speaking Vedas is not a loss to Almighty God. It is a loss to humanity only. So that is why God says in Rigveda 8th Mandal, Krinvantam Vishwam Aryam. Whenever you understand the knowledge of Vedas, whenever you know that I am the supreme power who creates, sustains and destroys the universe and gives the knowledge to humanity by Vedas, and when you listen Vedas from your Acharya, try to make the whole world Arya. You have to first practice everyday Agnihotra, everyday name jap, everyday Sandhya, whatever it is. You have to practice Vedas in your life. Then you should Krinvantam Vishwam Aryam. You should try to make the whole world noble. It is not the mistake of Almighty God that Vedas is not there today amongst humanity. It is the mistake of human beings. Last 4,000 years we have left Vedas knowledge. It is not God who has made us leave Vedas knowledge. This has to be clearly understood. And also one more thing we have to clearly understand is, if the whole world becomes Christian or whole world becomes Muslim or whole world becomes any other religion, that does not mean that God will also change his form. God will also change his format. God will also accept, okay fine, everybody has become Muslim, let me also accept everybody as it is. No, he will not do that. Because God says in the Vedas, my rules and regulations are unchangeable ever. Nobody can change my rules and regulations, which is described only in the Vedas. So there is no alternate. And God says in Purusha Sukta, Na anya pantaha vidyate ayanaya. There is only one path. You have to know that path as a Vedic path only. So do not discover your own path. Do not say that this book is from Allah or Allah is the Almighty God, etc. You can say that that is your wish, but it is not Almighty God. Almighty God is always in the Vedas only and defined only in the Vedas, because God is defining who is God only in the Vedas. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.